So, a school in Kent has come under significant scrutiny because they announced plans to stage a drag act for children aged 11 years old. Fareham School Academy said that the event would form part of their annual Pride event. So, a lot going on here already, isn't there, really? But unluckily for them, their local MP happens to be one Suella Braverman, and she was less than impressed. She actually called the show, quote, morally reprehensible. And the latest update is that it appears that the school have now backed down and decided to withdraw the invitation from the drag act in question. It does make you wonder, though, how on earth could any head teacher think this is a good idea in the first place? We have, of course, contacted Fareham Academy for comment, but it's also by no means the first time this has happened. We're joined now by political strategist Pablo O'Hana. Pablo, thank you very, very much. Do you share Suella Braverman's concerns that it would have been morally reprehensible to bring a drag queen in for 11-year-olds?
I think our country has a fantastic education system. It doesn't always tick every single box. Certainly I struggled a lot, but we rightly trust teachers to handle war, racism, sex education, and now we don't trust them with a pride event. I mean, it's just not serious. You can disagree with drag, but not enjoy it.
I think one of the main points is that we don't trust teachers to deal with things like racism and sexual education, given the fact that for a lot of time kids appear to have been taught about critical race theory, white people are bad, and that they might have been born into the wrong body. I think that kind of is the problem, isn't it?
I think that's an incredible oversimplification of our education system. I had a terrible time in school, but on the whole, I think teachers do a fantastic job in this country for not much recognition. And we can disagree with drag or not enjoy it. I've never been to a drag show. I've never watched any of the shows. I don't engage with it in any way. But to call it morally indefensible is irresponsible. Drag isn't the danger, hate is. And what vulnerable kids hear when politicians like Suella Braverman launch unfounded and unnecessary attacks like that is that they are isolated, they are full of hate, it is unnecessary. And Suella Braverman can, she can pick at things like this because she has nothing else to work on. But the reality is that we do trust, or we should trust teachers. I trust teachers to do the right thing.
Do we really? Because like the head of the NEU thinks we should globalise the Intifada. So like, I don't really think that's good. Yeah.
I think you can pick out isolated cases, but the vast majority of teachers in this country
he represents
do a really great job.
Of teachers, doesn't he?
But we are talking here about a school, and we are talking about teachers across this country who, on the whole, do a fantastic job for not much pay, for not much recognition. They work long hours, they are overstretched, they are under-resourced, and they do a great job.
They can't be that under-resourced. They've got the money for a drag queen.
They are trying to include lots of children. I can tell you, as someone who really struggled in school,
would a drag queen have made it better for you? Because Pablo, I tell you what, I'd have brought in 20 drag queens for you if you'd have thought I would have improved your GCSEs, mate. Do you think it would have helped?
I think it would have helped to include other children, not actually me. I don't think it would have connected with me, but there are lots of children who need those kinds of images. They need to see there are other types of people out there, that not everybody has to be a straight white man and a straight white woman, that you can have lots of different types of people. That's what makes this country great. You've heard me say this many, many times before. That is why our country is so fantastic, that we are diverse, that we are tolerant, that we are open to all sorts of different types of people. This was not a case of a sexualized person dressing up or whatever it was. This is a school trying to include all sorts of different types of people, making sure that people learn, that the kids there about different lives and different ways of living, and that is okay.
Do you think if parents were anti-drag queen, that makes them in some way bigoted?
No, I mean, as I say, I'm not into drag at all. But I think if you're concerned about, what the school is teaching, then you can raise that as a parent for sure, but you are never going to agree with everything that a school does. At the end of the day, schools and teachers are the ones that teach our kids, and that is the way that it should be, because parents, they have their best interests at heart for the children, but the reality is how a school works in an education system. That's how it is. We trust the teachers to do the job.
We've got to go. Pablo, thank you very much. Pablo O'Hana there, political strategist. Right, okay, now before I tell you what's coming up in the next hour, don't forget, you can